It is so hot, I ain't got a fake. I can make the earthquake.
Hello everyone, welcome back to PMI Colleges Bohol Engine Room Simulator. So for today's video, I will show you how to operate the steam turbine generator. To operate a steam turbine generator, one of the requirements will be the ship's speed. So the initial situation of the ship should be in full navigational speed ahead. So to set the initial scenario, click on the Setup button on the upper left of the first screen. After clicking the Setup button, select the main engine running ahead at full ahead navigational plus shaft generator. The ship is now running at full navigational speed ahead. Let's proceed now to our steam system. On the first screen, click on the steam button on the bottom part of the monitor. So this is now our steam boiler system control panel. And let's go to the steam system diagram at the second screen display. So this is now our steam system diagram. As you can see, the auxiliary boiler is already running. So the next requirement for the steam turbine to be operated is the exhaust gas boiler. And the exhaust gas boiler superheater inlet and outlet valves are already open. That means that our exhaust gas boiler superheater is in operation. So this pipeline is the superheated steam supply to the turbine generator and turbine pump. And the parameters already in range with 260 degrees of temperature and 7.4 bars of pressure. Press the TG button on the end of the pipeline to proceed in the steam turbine system. So we are now in the turbine generator diagram. To start the operation of the turbine generator, we need to check the turbine lubrication system. Check the oil sump tank level if in range and fill up if necessary. Since the sump tank level is in normal level and the pre-lubricating pump is already running and the indicating light on the control panel shows on. The condensate pump is also running and condenser vacuum pressure is already in normal range. So since we are already running in full navigational speed ahead, boiler is running, exhaust gas boiler is in operation, steam turbine pre-lubrication and condensate pump are also running. We can now turn the turbine slowly. First is to drain the water accumulated inside the turbo generator by opening the drain valves one by one until no more water is being drained, and do not forget to close the valves after draining. After draining the water, adjust the load control to 0 position and we can now open the supply steam going to the turbine. In some cases, we also need to reset the alarm when the light is on. To open the steam supply valve, we need to press the start button on the control panel. Press start and the valve is already opening automatically. So since we already have steam supply, we can now adjust the load control slowly. Set first to 20 and when it reaches 200 rpm, set to 40 until it reaches 400 rpm. Then set to 60 to 600 rpm, and from 60 set to 80 until it reaches 800 rpm, and set to 100 until it reaches 1000 rpm, and auto mode light will turn on. Always remember guys, when starting a steam turbine, always adjust the load control slowly so that it will not suffer with thermal stress that can damage some turbine parts. We can now increase the load to 40 and let's wait until it reaches 400 rpm. You can also notice guys, after we started the turbine, the lubrication system switches the operation from pre-lubricating pump to main lubricating pump. Let's adjust again the load slowly to 40 until it reaches 400 rpm, and then adjust to 60. Wait until it reaches 600 rpm. From 600 rpm, adjust the load to 80 until it reaches 800 RPM. Lastly, adjust the load to maximum 100 and wait until the turbine speed reaches 1000 RPM, and also make sure that the load is in maximum to make the auto mode light to turn on. Okay, we are now able to operate the steam turbine. Let's proceed now to our power plant control panel to manually synchronize the turbine generator to the main bus bar. So we're here now at the power plant control panel. Let's go to the main switchboard. Select the turbine generator TG synchronization panel. So in order to connect the turbine generator in the main bus bar manually, the generator selector should be switched to TG or turbine generator, and synchro mode should be switched to manual mode. Switch the synchro mode to manual, and generator selector is already switched to TG. When synchronizing, the synchroscope light should always in clockwise rotation. When it's not, increase the frequency slightly higher than the main bus bar. So let's try to adjust the frequency just a little bit higher than the main bus bar. If you have noticed, the frequency of the turbine generator is already higher than the main bus bar, and the synchroscope light will also increase its rotation, but still in clockwise direction. Now, to connect the turbine generator, we need to close the breaker, and to close the breaker, the indicating lights in the center should both on at the same time, and the synchroscope light is at approximately 11 o'clock or before 12 o'clock. So here is the turbine generator breaker push button. Let's wait for the synchroscope at 11 o'clock. Closed, and TG is now synchronized and online. To manually distribute the load, just simply increase the frequency of the turbine generator and reduce the shaft generator frequency slowly until the load is equal. On the second screen, you can see the load of each alternator. In the power generators, you can also see which generators are online. The generators that are red in color, that means they are offline, and the green generator means they are online, and you can also see that the breaker is in close position in the online generators. Since the load of each online generators are already parallel to each other, there's no need for us to adjust the load manually. Right now, the load is around 0.15 megawatts or 150 kilowatts, and it's quite low for two generators. So, looking good here. Let's see our turbine generator. Go to steam plant and press the TG button. You can also see an indication that the TG is online by the color green. Also, the load is displayed on the TG upper portion. So that's it, guys. The ship is already powered by the shaft generator and turbine generator. That is how to operate the steam turbine with the help of exhaust gas boiler. I hope you like this video. If you do, please leave a comment in the comment section, and see you on the next one.